Hi everybody. How are you? I hope everybody's doing well. I had to do some stuff earlier with my brother trying to figure out some technical difficulties that I was having. I hope we get those fixed. So now whenever anybody is typing in chat, you'll be able to see other people's chat too if they're from other platforms, so to speak, like Twitch and Facebook and YouTube, and the chat box is right there, right here. Hopefully it works. It worked earlier, but now all of this disappeared, but maybe because I'm live again, I'm not sure. Should be back now. Yeah, check. Yeah, it's back. I don't know why that's such a big box. Alrighty. That's better already. Okay. Yep. Now this gotta go over there. At least. No? Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Miguel, hi. Yep. I am a bully. Or I was a bully. I'm not a bully now. I wish I had a cover for this one. But I don't. Ooh. I feel like now I've wiped my... I just put lotion on my fingers, so I feel like now I made it all... the lens all bad. I'm your hero. I don't know how heroic I am. Not really at all. Glad to see familiar names here. That's so cool. From New Zealand. That's so awesome. No. I forgot about it. I totally forgot about it. It's channel points now, Jada. In order to get readings, just so you guys know real quick, you must spend channel points. And the way you accumulate channel points is by watching me. So, it's kind of a... No. Trust me, I'm busy. I'm very busy. I'm never not doing something. And I totally forgot about it, unfortunately. But it's okay. It's just another thing that I gotta just remember. That's the problem. I gotta remember. But I gotta remember in the moment where I actually have time. Yeah, on Twitch. So the way it works now is you have to make yourself a Twitch account, and you have to join Twitch, and that's the way you are able to get channel points, and then you can put these channel points in. I think it says it in your guide. If you are on Twitch, then it says it right there what costs what. My channel points are actually called crystals. So yeah, so for emotes that you want, because I have officially my own emotes that I created for myself for you for you guys to use, but you have to spend channel points. And also, subscribing will unlock some things for you guys. So if you subscribe to me, I think a subscription is like $5.99 or something like that. So if you subscribe to me, you get special offers too. You get special emotes or emoji or whatever you want to call it. And then hi Dry. Channel points. You gotta look down at the bottom on your chat, and you can see how much channel points what costs for a 10 card reading, a 3 card reading, and a 1 card reading. Oh, so now this is... Oh my God, so what does this mean? Oh God, I don't know what this means. So, let me see. Okay, so that's... Okay. I don't know what to do here. Just cheered for 400 bits. Oh, cool. Thank you. That's so cool. I love that. I'm so excited. This is going to be so cool. I'm not sure what that really means yet. Oh, are you serious? Really? Oh my God, you're my first subscriber. Yes. Cool. Thank you. This is awesome. I have already a subscriber. I'm so stoked. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you. That is awesome. Now, I really hope that it all works, that you can use like my emoji that I made or whatever, because you get like a certain kind. I'm so completely new to this now, so I don't have any idea. I set it all up. It should all work. So, I don't know. This is awesome. Yes, you're number 1. It says first right there. Cool. Hey, Sushi Fan. Yes, it works. Super. Hey, Faith, you're going to have to make a Twitch account. Unless you already have one. Because now I'm officially now affiliate on Twitch, so it takes channel points now. You have to spend channel points. Which one is that? That's the cool one. Don't you love them? I made them. I made them all. If anybody needs emoji, I make them. Just contact me. I made them all. And the other one is the hello one. I love them. I love them so much. They're so cute. Thank you for using them. It's so awesome. Mad Hell Miguel. Channel points is something that you acquire by watching my stream. So as you watch me, you obtain channel points. You gather channel points the more you watch me, pretty much. And then you get to, like cash in those channel points for readings. I love this. This is interesting. See, you know about this already, Miguel, obviously. I don't know. My brother and Draven helped me a little bit, but, I'm like, what... I'm going live. I don't know what's going to happen. But I do love... Can you guys really see the chat room really well? I hope you can. I hope you guys can all read each other, too. Oh, see, look, your name is there, like, real small. I guess for subscribing. Oh, okay. That's weird. What is that? Let me see. I got to fix that. Should have made, like, a big recent subscriber. Okay. Well, that's very anticlimactic. Oh god, no. I'm fucking shit up already. I knew this was gonna happen. Hold on. Okay, so let's see. I gotta click on it somehow. I just gotta find it. Sorry guys, this is all... Oh god. Oh my god. I gotta do Control Z again. This is all new. Well, not all new, but you know what I mean, like. So that's in my alert box. Alert. Okay, let's see. Donation. Late recent subscriber. Shit, I should have changed that. That's okay. But I have to change it next time. Come on. No! God damn it! I hate that shit. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I got an idea now. Sorry guys, I'm really... I didn't think anybody was gonna subscribe right away. I'm like, whoa, thank you! Alright, so we're gonna slide that up there. Let's go. And then my computer, that's why I'm so late. I'm like an hour late today. But my computer was just... My brother was like, this is not even okay anymore. It was going so slow and so bad. And that's my goal. If you guys can see, I have my goal in my Twitch channel. That I have to... that I gotta get to get a new computer, to be able to buy a new computer so I can stream better. That's the goal. And it's gonna take a lot, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna just hide this for now because it's just... I'm gonna have to fix that. Sorry about that, Miguel, but thank you so much for doing that. I'm like so excited. Yeah, I gotta just do it later. But yeah, so that's my goal. If you're on Twitch, you should be able to see it somewhere, I think. My RAM is actually pretty good. It is being suggested that it might be something with my CPU that it's just too, it just can't handle that stuff. So, if that's the case, then hopefully, I know this goal it's a huge goal. Like, it's, I don't know if I'm ever gonna reach it, really, but I have it anyway. I'm gonna save money for this computer, and we'll see what happens. So. Yeah. Okay, this looks pretty good. This looks good. We can deal with that. Yeah, so thanks for coming, guys. I'm really excited that everybody's here. I'm really stoked to do this. I'm also probably gonna download the actual Twitch labs or whatever it's called for a better experience, because my Streamlabs is just it's not good. Every time I open it up, everything is just messed up. I don't understand what that is. Oh, raid channel? That's cool. Yeah, I want to raid Goblin Help Deck if they're anytime they're online or whatever. So I hope everybody's doing good. I haven't been on because I've been waiting and I've been doing a lot of stuff, and then we were looking at some places from our roommates the other day, and then suddenly you get an email. You've been invited to become affiliate. And I was like, oh my God, I did it. I'm affiliate. Yeah. Yeah, so the plan is with this, because this is a good PC. I can play on here. I can play video games. I can do all these things. But, you know, this thing now, you know, I cannot stream video games with this PC. It will not, you know, which is also something that I like to do, that I want to do. But I can't do that with this computer, you know. So this computer is going to be strictly... Hey, Faye, thanks for following. Cool. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, so you just I guess you watch, and then you got to click on certain I was told, like, you click a certain button too, which helps you get channel points or something, or I don't know. I just as amateur in this as you. I swear to you, I have no idea. I don't know if Miguel knows anything, but like that. But see, you're down there as my new follower now. Faith Evans has followed me. So cool. But anyway, yeah, so this computer is going to be literally the computer I'm going to use for my recording studio, for recording music. It's going to be strictly for that, because it's perfect. It works perfectly for it. You know what I mean? But my new computer is going to be for everything else that I want to do. And, yeah, I need 360 subscribers, which is crazy, but whatever, you know, who cares? Who cares? Yes, it's working now, Emily. It's working. Yeah, Raleigh luckily came over here to my side of the house and helped me for a long time with it, too. This was not a quick thing to do, so it was a little bit annoying, but... Yeah, Faith, so you just keep watching, you know, you just keep watching, and as you do, you gain these channel points, and then you accumulate them, and then you can spend them on readings. Like, okay, I don't know if you've found that yet, but let me see. Yeah, okay, so like for 1 card tarot reading is 2,000 channel points. For a 3 card tarot reading is 4,000, and for a 10 card tarot reading is 8,000. So it's a lot, but you know, I have to start, you know, I have to... Yes, thank you, Emily. Thank you. Redeemed, highlight my message. Okay, cool. I see. So you're playing already with this. See, it's kind of like a game. That's really cool that you can like do these little things, and then you can highlight the message, or you can put emotes or emoji or whatever they're called. I think they're called emotes. And yeah, that's cool. And I have like these special emotes depending on the tier of subscription that you buy. You get like special ones that I made, and I'm really proud because, okay, some of them Kenjin made. There's like 2 or 3 that Kenjin actually made, but all the other ones I made. So I'm like really proud because I had really a lot of fun making those because I made them look like myself, you know. I made that little girl look like me, you know. So it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, so I'm excited. So I think that okay, so for tomorrow's stream, I'm almost thinking because now, you know, it's not going to be as at first not as flowing as it was with the readings and everything, of course. But I think that maybe now I can start again how I started in the beginning, not in the beginning. In the beginning I was painting on my streams. But when I began with the Sect of the Dragon, I can just bring in a little bit like I can bring in something out of a book that I pick, a topic, and we'll talk about this. We dissect it, we discuss it, and I think that could be very interesting. I'm almost thinking I could just start something now. So okay, so we can just talk general. So at work today, for instance, I was talking about what was it? It was something. I was saying something, and then one of the cooks was like, "No, you know, you got to be more optimistic. You just got to really think that you want it, and then you're gonna get it, or whatever." You know, I don't know what we were talking about. Something random, something nonsense, and then I came back to the kitchen and I was like, "Yeah, spoken like a true Satanist." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, That's the mentality of a Satanist, is to, you know, you envision that you're going to get it. Whatever it is, you're going to just get it. Like, you're not going to, you know, there's no ifs, ands, or buts, and you don't look in the future, you don't look in the past, you stay in the present, and your present thought is you're going to get this goal, right? So, visualize your goals, yeah. And so he was talking about, he was like, well, yeah, I mean, I can imagine that a Satanist will just take it. They will just go and take it. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. They will just go and take it. And then he was like, yeah, because, you know, that's what these type of people do. They take it and they don't care what repercussion. They don't care about anything. I'm like, do you know any Satanists in your... Oh, well, I mean, I'm like, okay. I'm like, because... And then the other cook was like, it was like, I do. And then he points at me, right? And the other cook looks at me again. And I'm like, yeah, so that's not how it actually is. These people, you know, we people, whatever, are not that way. You know, that's just like this indoctrination of what are we like, you know, just, you know, saying these things about us that are just so completely wrong and untrue and have no actual foundation whatsoever of truth, you know. And so so then the other, I was explaining, I was like, you know, my mentality has always been the Satanist, you know, my mentality has always been on the Satanist side, but my belief system is more on the pagan side, which is almost like a pantheistic Satanist, if you will, right? But there's still a difference there too. But anyway, so then the one cook goes, he goes, but you know what I never understood about Satanists? He was like, they don't believe in God. But how can they believe in Satan if they don't believe in God? And I love when people talk about that stuff because, you know, they're just like normies, yeah? They're normies. They don't know anything about anything but working in the kitchen and going home and playing video games or doing whatever, you know? They don't know anything like that. That's not something of their expertise. That's not something that they're really interested in, that they're concerned with or anything like that, right? So that's when I was like, oh, bingo, my time to talk. And I was like, no, well, you know, this is not how it is. A Satanist does not believe in the devil. The Satanist does not believe in God or the devil. The Satanist believes that they are God themselves, that there's God inside of them, that they are a God. You know, I said the Luciferians, on the other hand, are the ones that pretty much believe in Lucifer as the guiding light, as the morning star, and they pretty much believe that Jesus and God were the false prophet. That was the false prophet. Okay, so that's who really actually believes in the devil, in Lucifer, the fallen angel. And he was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's interesting to know. He's like, because I don't know anything about that stuff. I'm like, I know you don't. So it's cool when I can chime in and talk about stuff that, because they'll be talking about freaking playing Fortnite and shit. And I'm like, I hate this game. That's what the one cook said too. You go home and you stream playing Fortnite, don't you? I'm like, no, not that game. Definitely not that game. That is like one of the worst games that has ever existed, and people are playing it like crazy. It has become one of the most popular games around. I don't get it. And I'm not a bad gamer, but I just die. I tried playing it because I think my ex-boyfriend's son at the time was playing it. And I was like, let me see. And I was like, what is this? I'm good. I'm not playing this. I'm just dead all the time, the whole time. I get up and then I sneak around and pat die. What is that? That's not fun. That's ridiculous. But they're laughing their ass off. People are having fun. It's the same with this cubic shape thing. What is this called? My best friend's son. He loves that. That's that. God damn it! What is that called? Where everything is square. Even their heads is square. What is that game called? Shit. Are you serious, Miguel? Are you serious? There's no way. For real? You must be, I don't know, superhuman or something. I don't know. What the fuck is that game called now that I'm thinking about? I gotta look it up now. It's not gonna leave me. It's not gonna let me go. Everything is square in this game. It's been around for a while. And even when it first came out, I was like, what? Really? Oh my god. Oh my god, why can't I think of the name? Oh god. Minecraft. That's it. That is about the silliest shit I've ever seen. It's like who wants who. I don't know. I don't get it. Because for me, yeah, Roblox. Well, Roblox I know, but Roblox is a platform that has many different games of many different types. I mean, it's square too. Yeah, it's square, but it's still different because you can upgrade in there and you can, make stuff look better and all of this stuff and then look realistic, but not all just squares, and it's like that Minecraft, it's all square. Well, maybe that's so. Would make sense because I'm good at math now as an adult because I work in the service industry, so it's like my math is like spot on now, my percentage and everything. I loved Legos too. Legos were something that I really enjoyed as a child, but that Minecraft I can't get into it. As soon as I see it, I'm like because it's just like a square head and everything is just like walking around like this, and it's like, okay, are we reverting back when it comes to, because that's what we had in the 70s or 80s when video games first came out, everything was square. Why do we want that? Why is that something we like to make like that again now in modern games? I feel like, aren't we evolving, away from this? But then again, I can understand nostalgia for some people because of that, but the generations of today, they don't have that nostalgia. So what is the appeal for them? That it's all square. I don't get it. Wouldn't you prefer something more realistic looking, more rounded? I don't know. It's just, this is, of course, my opinion is totally subjective. Everybody likes what they like, but this is kind of strange, I feel like. But Now, if I want to play one of those games, I play like the old Super Mario Brothers or, that kind of shit. I play the Game Boy, because I got the emulators. I got emulators for almost all the old consoles on my computer. Yeah, because if you want to even buy these old consoles now, because they're considered antique, because they're over, I guess, antiquity hits when an item is over, either it was 20 years or 25 years old. So now they want to charge you an arm and a leg to get a Super Nintendo from 1982, and they want to charge you like $70. You didn't even pay that much when it first came out. But it's because it's an antiquity and people are getting back into the old stuff. Our generations are very nostalgic generation, and we are reminded, we're like, oh my God, I want to play this again, Whatever. But I don't know. I play all my stuff on the emulator. Yeah, I would love to have the actual consoles in my house, but I have 3 or 4, or what do I got? Yeah, I got 4 consoles in my house, and I barely ever use them. I barely ever play them. So for me, it's just, I don't know. For me, video games, I love them. I really love video games so much, and I love playing them. But they are secondary. They really are secondary to me. For me, other things come before that. Interacting with people, doing this here, freaking music, painting, reading. Reading always comes to me before I play video games. Video games is kind of the last resort. Or when I take a break, when I take breaks of the things that I enjoy, then I go through a phase. I go through phases, and then I play just like a maniac for like a month. I play Tekken the whole time, just Tekken, and then I stop. And then I stop for like 6 months and do a new painting or whatever I do. And then again, and it's the same with anime. Watching anime. I love anime. I'm in love with anime. That's like one of my favorite things. Why do you think my character, my emotes look the way they do, I love that. I'm like, yeah! Anime is my shit, but I go through phases. I go through a phase where I just power watch through like multiple seasons of different animes, and I power watch that shit for like 2-3 months. I do longer. I do animes longer than I do video games. And then I'm like, pause. And then it's like pause for a while. Don't you love her? I really just wish that I could buy these ears. Or not ears, but horns. I really wish I could just purchase. You can, they have them. But this is the thing. I like to be a trendsetter, okay? I like to set trends. Mosh? My God, that's so cool. I don't know what that is, but it's hard for me to see so small. But I don't like somebody who follows trends, because I remember there were multiple. So I actually just talked about this at work today. There was this time where I was like, you know what? Maybe I want to consider getting a nose ring. Maybe I want to consider it. Maybe it can look good on me. Bought myself fake ones, just to see what it looked like. Buttery. Cheers. So I bought myself the fake ones. Put it in, looking at it, I'm like, oh yeah. Oh, headband, cool. Are these yours or something, Miguel? You made those? Because I gotta get that. I gotta get the headband. The mosh and the headbang for sure, man. Yeah, so anyway, so I look at the thing, and I'm like, you know what? This looks good. The nose ring here looks nice. I'm like, I think I'm gonna, what is this? I don't know what that symbol is. So I was like, all right, I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go to the piercer, and I'm gonna get myself a nose piercing. And I shit you not, the weeks to come, I literally did not see a woman my age that I interacted with, either at work or in a private environment of some sort, that didn't have a nose ring. Every single one of them had nose rings. And they had literally rings, too. They had the ring that I wanted, which I used to either never see anybody with them, or I would see them with the little studs, right? But these girls all had the nose rings. And then after that, I see the girls with the studs. I see all the girls around me have fucking nose rings. I'm like, nope, not getting it. I'm like, I don't. No, you guys can do that shit. You guys can have at it, do it. So then when the horn thing, when the horn thing was something, I was like, oh man, I gotta get horns, man. I really get. Maybe I can make them myself, because I make all of my stuff myself. So I was like, okay, maybe I can make this myself. I thought about going and getting the antlers and then putting them together myself, doing it however I wanted it. I shit you not, suddenly I see women everywhere at the metal show. They have these freaking horns. Then I see this one band. She has amazing horns. I'm like, no horns for me. Everybody got horns already. Like, I'm not going to do it. Everybody's doing it. I'm not going to do that, because I don't want to, I don't know. Because it's not original. You know what I mean? That's not original. I'm now copying somebody else's thought, somebody else's idea. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do it. Don't tell him that. He'll be like, no, she's not. No, did he ever say something like that? Or I'm slow. Yeah. Because I'm not in the outside world like that. I'm not involved so much in this stuff. Some things, but then sometimes people, you haven't heard of this? This happens to me all the time. You haven't heard of this? You haven't heard of this? You haven't? No, I don't. No. Because I don't sit all day and spend on social media. I don't. Because I don't know. It's that uniformity. You know what I mean? It's like this uniformed, and I don't like that. And in all honesty, I really, but then I'm wrong for that, and I have an issue with that, with expecting stuff of others. But I am really that type of person. I really also expect others to be the same. I wish others to be the same. I hope others will be like, oh, I want to do my own thing. I want to think about my own stuff. You know what I mean? But so many people, for them, it's just easier. They're just like, everybody likes this, so I'm going to do this. Because I think it's two types of people. I think it's people with self-confidence issues. They're just going to do something that everybody else is doing so that they can fit in, And then on the other hand, it's people that are just lazy. They don't really care. So they're just going to go with whatever, Yeah, that's it. That's really it, though, and that's the thing. It also depends on what concerns you and what do you put your mind and effort into. I read a lot, right? I read a lot, so that gives me my ideas. My reading, and sometimes also watching stuff. Watching stuff on Hulu or whatever. Watching certain shows or some historical, some non. But these things, these things shape me. These things make me think, what's my style? What do I want to look like? What do I want to, represent? What do I want to do, Yeah. No, that's the thing. But I don't, because I like the nose piercing would have been something to do, because I didn't see anybody with it, so I'm like, oh, that's cool, Then people will see it, and people will be now. First of all, I like it on myself. I looked at it and I liked it on myself, and then the second thought is like, oh, people are gonna be like, oh, this is cool, But then everybody has it, so you're just gonna be one of everybody else, and I don't want to be one of everybody else. I'm Dragana. I'm me. I'm the bully. You know that, Miguel. That's what I do. That's what I am. No, but you know, it's just that's just how it is. I don't want to. I don't know. I always look at stuff. I look what is the crowd doing, and I go the opposite way. You're getting your nose pierced. But then again, I heard also other stuff about it too. I heard that it gets really greasy and gross in there, and I'm like, I don't know if I want that. I don't know. My mom always had that saying, "You got enough. You were born with enough holes in your body. Don't add any more to them." That's what my mom always said. Oh, I remember. Now, when I wanted to have just, 2 holes here, the regular earring holes, my mom was like, "Oh yeah, okay, we'll take you." But then it was my birthday, and I think I was like 14 or something, and one of my friends, she's like, "I got a coupon for you. It's a coupon for a cartilage piercing," and she got that for me because I was talking about it so much. I wanted that stupid cartilage, like, in the top ear cartilage piercing. I wanted it. And my mom was like, no way. Looks, no, you're not getting. And then she gives me for my birthday, my friend, she gives me, Maddie, she gives me this coupon, and my mom was not happy because what's my mom gonna say? My friend gave this to me for my birthday. You can't say no now, Mom. Yeah, so I got that shit done. And I got this one done, plus 2 more here. And then a few years back, I got my left ear done. And now I want to do more on the top here. I want to have my whole ear done. That's my goal. Both my ears. So that's something I can really say that I never regretted doing that. Because it was always this thing where my mother always put this fear in me. She was like, you'll regret it. You'll regret it. Da-da-da-da-da. And so this was like my test. Because it was like, okay, if I regret that one, I can just close this again. I can just let it close, and it's fine. But it's been 22 years, and I have not regretted it. So, Mom, you weren't always right. Okay, what's going on here in chat? I'm talking. I'm not looking. Yeah, but I'm not doing. No, see, now you're getting your nose pierced too. Everybody's getting their nose pierced. I'm not doing it. No, I'm out. Same with the eyebrow thing. When I'm like 17, I want to get the fucking eyebrow. Yeah, it's so cool, man. I want a ring right here. And a lip ring too. I want a lip ring. Everything. And you know what? Then everybody got it. Everybody had it. I said no. I'm not doing it. That's it. You guys didn't give me time to jump in on the trend. Cheese leaf. You got it, channel points. See, people are telling me I don't have to explain this to anybody, but I have to explain it. You have to gather channel points now, cheese leaf. And then you spend them. You getting your butt pierced? I cannot. I don't have channel points. I can't give you any channel points. Can you give me channel points, please? That's funny as hell. No, I don't have any channel points. No, I don't. Infinite channel points? No, I don't have that. I don't know what you got. What you're thinking. No, I was thinking about getting a tattoo on my butt cheek, though. No, I really was, though. No. What? I don't even know where to find that. No, I don't give out channel points. You gotta earn them. That's how it works. Yo, that's how it works. Wait a minute. I don't know. Follower goal. 500? Oh, cool. Yeah, but I can't give them it. Yeah, I see it. How do you know all that? How do you even know? Oh, I guess it's in the name geek. Yeah, but I can't. No, there's no option to give them. And even if there was, I'm not going to do it. Everybody else has to earn them. So you have to earn them too. Simple as that. Cheese leaf. No, but I do. I thought about getting a tattoo on my butt cheek. And I'm thought about getting one tattoo here. Because I don't have any tattoos either. Nada. Nema ništa. Gar nichts. So I thought about getting one here. Because I usually wear sleeve. I don't ever really wear anything like this unless I'm on stage. So I can get one there. Because I was thinking. See these cannons? I was thinking about getting a nice design that I'm still waiting on from somebody that I also want him to tattoo that on me and put that bitch right there. One there. One small one on my butt cheek and one there. What do you guys think? Should do it live on camera. live stream. I'll do the arm one. No, just kidding. I'm not doing that either. That makes perfect sense. No, I figured that, cheese leaf. I gotta go in your stream. I gotta follow you and stuff. Harry, middle-aged, unkept hot top streams are free. That's what you stream for real? Now I have to come and I have to check that out. No, that's not lame. Hey, you don't know. I enjoy silly things too. Harry, middle-aged. Middle-aged, that's always very, I don't know. Because it's like middle-aged. E-football? What is that? Electric football? Oh, no hot tops? Then I don't care. Just kidding. I don't give a shit. I see these girls, they're just like, with the fucking, just wearing bikini and just not even saying anything. And people are like, they got like 14,000 fucking dudes watching them. I'm like, oh my god, you men are so, you men are really, I see right through you at this point, right through to the other side. But I like when you come in and you have conversation with me, so that makes me happy. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Oh, so you know how old I am? 2/3 years younger. I think I'm 34. Let me do the math. Because I'm an October baby, so I'm at the end of the year, which can be confusing sometimes. Yeah, which sucks. So okay, so I guess I'm gonna be 35 because I just did the math. No, you're not, Miguel. I know you're not. I did this like this. Does that make sense? So I will be 35 or I will be 36. That's the weird one. I wish. But even so, that's what I don't understand. So I don't know if I'm like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just figured it out in my head. I don't know how I did it, but I figured it out in my head. Yeah, I will be third. No, Emily, it's not because I'm like old and I'm losing my mind, but it's because it's like because of when my birthday is, because it's in October, so it's like. Yes, of course, of course. Yes, indeed. I usually have my sword there, but I took that off and put on my earring. Because sometimes you can get, like, when you look at it, it can look like a cross, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. So, no, that's not how, no, it's not that. Ankh does not resurrect people. Yeah, keeping track. I thought that's what you meant. Yeah, I know. I mean, I try to, though, because, when people ask me, I'm really just like, why can I not know how old I am? I gotta know how old I am. Like, what the fuck? Um, Ankh is just the symbol of life. Which, it makes sense, because Ankh was this whole symbol, in ancient Egypt that led you through the underworld, through the rebirth, or into the underworld, not to be reborn. Ankh was like always just around, even in the Book of the Dead. When you read it, it's this thing. That's why I hi Promethean, there's my moderator. Hi. Yeah, that's why I wear it, because everything that I wear has specific meaning, and I must wear these things for myself because I want to. Because I think it is one of those things, because I don't have tattoos. My jewelry is what speaks for me in a way, Now my snake is, of course, we can know for knowledge, for supreme knowledge, for opening the path to knowledge. And then Ankh is from our very first ancestors ever, ancient Egypt, Sumeria, Mesopotamia. So that's why I wear that, the old gods, the very old gods. And then, of course, we got Mjolnir and Kolovrat. Each symbolizes, of course, Germanic paganism, Germanic tribes, of course, especially Thor in representation, because that was his hammer, Mjolnir. And the Kolovrat, this is actually my prized possession, and the reason why is because it has the coat of arms on it. Oh, on the side. The coat of arms of Serbia on it. My other country, my other home country. And it's the Slavic symbol. Kolovrat is the sun wheel. Kolov is the sun, and then Rat is the wheel, just like it's Rad in German. Actually, to Rad is the wheel. And that is the main representation of it is to a specific god, but it is also for pretty much the representation of all of the gods, of the Slavic gods, Well, you better get to it. This is all a work in progress, so we have, we'll see what happens if I have to adjust these things and stuff. Well, I mean, just let me keep talking. You get facts. You get so many facts. Yeah, because the Kolovrad is actually the representation of the sun god Veles. Or am I crazy? Let me make sure that I'm telling you guys the right stuff here, because oh, you get a fact in about 10 minutes. Cool. So let's see. Ah, look at that. You guys, this is actually very secret, but you guys can't really read it anyway, so not from that standpoint. Probably. This is my book of shadows. So let's see. Yes, here we go. I did have the symbols. I know I did it. Or did I skip that and said no way? See how many? We have so many. Especially, I mean, we have many in the okay, there it is. You see? Bog Svarog. That is one of his symbols. The sun god. Yeah. So, but, I mean, you can just see here how many we have. I mean, it's incredible. And in the Slavic religion, they're actually all talked about versus the, I mean, either records were lost or they really weren't mentioned. But in the Germanic, Germanic records of the gods, it's very limited. You have your specific ones. You have Thor, Odin, Freya, Frigga. You have freaking. Damn it, man. I'm so tired of I'm forgetting my gods, and that's ridiculous. Heimdall, which is, the Heimdall was the one that pretty much created us all, so many. That's cool. Yeah, and see, this is all the point of the whole sect of the dragon, right? As we go deeper into these conversations, into these discussions, how everything connects. All of these things connect, and there are just like these all of these different things that are so similar and sometimes exactly the same. In different cultures and everything, and I like to really just observe all these similarities between these things of the occult, the metaphysical, the pagan religions, the Satanism. When did it all occur? What all of the stuff. So this is a really cool thing, and we're gonna be talking about that. I'm almost thinking if I have maybe something in here that we could use to talk about. Affirmations. Yeah, for instance, I have also written down, of course, different gemstones. What are they used for? What are their meaning? And their rituals. Explanation of amulets, talismans, mandalas. Purpose and usage of herbs, purpose and usage of candles. I have everything in here. And this is not even halfway filled. Or is it maybe halfway? No, not quite. Yeah, and then I have here explained of paganism. What is paganism? Just, in short summaries. Of course, I don't have the whole books, um, but it explains of paganism. It explains of Luciferianism. What is this? Of Satanism. And then, of course, I write notes, for when I die, somebody will read this, and then I write the note. This is an incomplete list of sigils and symbols of a select few bogi. Bogi, the Slavic term for gods, multiple gods, the plural for gods, and may be updated by myself at a later time. Yeah, because it is also when I speak to you guys, I am not an all-knowing creature. Nobody is. Nobody can ever be, maybe, but not at this time. But I have knowledge, and I also do like, because oftentimes I am forgetful. I will always latch on to the most important part of something, and then I forget little details around that are actually just as important, if not more important, and then I mess up, and then I feel stupid. But it's just like, I have to I have to compartmentalize this properly, and I have to like trash the shit that is not 100% important, in order to be able to keep what's important and give people, the right stuff. That's why I like, I'm like the person that has the basic thoughts of everything down when it comes to religion, occult, all of these things, but only details, only for certain parts, depending on how much my research has, where it has led me. Yeah. But I am not immortal. Oh, wow. You guys are like, it's okay to be like that sometimes. Well, that's good. Thank you. So let's look at this thing, though. I have an idea what we can do. We're in March now. So we have a celebration coming up, of course. Let's see. So, what do we have coming up here? We have, from March 19th on to March 24th, we have Ostara. Komoedica. Komoedica in the Slavic religion. Komoedica. That's just the name. It's the same thing. Ostara. Ostara will be, of course, not the Celtic, Germanic. Not sure. Yeah. So I really wanted to do that because everybody always talks about Imbok, Ostara, Beltan, Lita, Lamas, Mabon, Samhain. I made sure that for our Slavic brothers and sisters, I have their words in there, and like for instance, Samhain, All Hallows Eve, is Makostan in the Slavic religion, and Makostan is about the goddess Makos, Boginia Makos, and now she was the goddess, one of the goddesses of the other side. Let's look her up here. Okay. Am I back though? No, I as soon as you said add, I stopped talking. It's supposed to actually notify me when I get an ad. Let's see. I didn't do that, no. Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to notify me when I get an ad, but it didn't do that. I don't know. Yeah. Thanks for letting me know, guys. I don't know. It's not. It wasn't notifying me, or maybe it was, and I just didn't get it, or I don't know. I don't know. This is all still a work in progress. But what I was saying about, yeah, a minute and 30 seconds. Yeah, I think. But it's like every 30 minutes. But it is weird because this is the first time and it's already been an hour and 10 minutes. So. But anyway, so. Yeah, so for instance, Samhain, All Hallows Eve in the Slavic religion is Makosh Dan, okay? And Makosh, mother of Bog, okay? She is the mother of gods, okay? She's the righteous Boginia of good fortune and destiny. She weaves the thread of destiny for the heavenly Bogi with her daughters Dolia meaning fate, and Nedolia meaning doom, okay? She's the guardian of the Hall of the Swan of the Circle of Svarga. Svarga is one of the worlds, just like, we have in the Germanic, it's the same thing. We have Midgard, Asgard, we have Valhalla, we have Niflheim, we have all the different ones. Helheim, we have all the different ones. It's the same. It's the same. But it's different. It's you know yeah, so I really wanted to do that because nobody ever talks about that. Nobody ever mentions the names that way. They're always just mentioned in the Germanic or Celtic format, if you want, so I did this here, and I want this book to be really like a totally complete, thing. So it's a lot of work. So that this took me a long time. It took me a couple of days of, like, I don't know, 8 hours a piece, and I'm just like writing and I'm frantic. This is what happens with me, and people around me, people that know me, they know I get like that. It's like when I put an idea in my head, when I want something done, I'm going to sit there, and if it takes me from 10 in the morning until 10 in the morning the next day and I still gotta go to work, I don't give a shit. I'm doing it. I'm not gonna stop until it's done. I am not going to stop until it's done. That's how I am. I just want to get everything done. I want to have everything complete, everything perfect. It's just, that's just how I am. I don't know. People be like, just take a break. It's okay. No, it's not okay. I don't need a break. I just need to get it done. I guess obsession is a young woman's game. Young. Anyway, guys, this is fun so far. I'm having fun. I like that this is how this all is now. I can go in here in my Twitch thing and I can see everything. And I think, like I said, I'm gonna delete Streamlabs, I think, and I'm gonna go in with the Twitch equivalent because it already has everything in there. Yeah, and if you guys want to see my goals, can you guys even see my goal? They said you could. But if you can't, deleted messages. I don't delete messages. I never see a reason for doing that. Deleting messages. You don't see anything? That's so weird. Kenjin was telling me it was supposed to be showing up like on the thing. Maybe I can do it right now while I'm streaming. I don't know if that's a good idea, but it's okay. I'm gonna look at it anyway. It's supposed to be on the stream. Okay. Browser source copied. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's done now. Could be there now. Or maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. If I click on this and I put it there. Can I do... Nope, I can't. That's so weird. Do I put it in chat, I wonder? Let's see. Paste. So this is the thing. I don't know if that's appropriate or not. I don't know. I think I did that wrong. Yeah, it's just supposed to be showing up on the screen, but it's not. It's not that big of a deal. But I just, that's that fucking that thing with me again. I'm trying to fucking have everything perfect. Yeah, I just put it in the chat just to see what would happen. Yeah, and I'm realizing, I'm really thinking about this though, what, stop with what, trying, I'm really just trying to figure out what, it's always, I don't know. Okay, so I have the bar ready, so... No. I don't know. I know. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to... Okay, set the browser source. I don't get it. This is so stupid. Whatever, man. Whatever. It's okay. My goal is 360 subscriptions. That's... It's unearthly, okay? But, oh, but I am maybe really considering thinking about what Cheese Leaf said when he said, I have to watch you for 60 hours in order to be able to redeem a reading. That might be a little too high. I might have to change that. Because we already did lower it. Because, Arali was here and he was like, well, blah, blah, blah. I really have to look into seeing the amount, how many channel points per how long watching and all that stuff. I have to really, I guess, get into the nitty gritty, and then I can really base this better, yeah, because that is a lot. So tomorrow I'm probably gonna figure that out before the stream. I'm gonna figure that out, and I'm gonna figure out the that stupid goal thing, man. It's aggravating. It's aggravating. Mm-hmm. Man, thank you so much again, Miguel, for following me, or for subscribing. That's so cool. I love it. It's 10 points every 5 minutes. Okay. That's perfect to know. Okay. Well, I'm not going to change it right now because my computer is already running so slow. When I do something besides, if I do anything else besides having the Streamlabs up, then it takes a long time. Oh, you get 12? Ah, okay. Yeah, give me this information. Give me this information because I need to know that. Okay. Because this is supposed to be... Okay, cool. Okay, so that's cool. So 10 points every 5 minutes. I'm going to write that down. And I'm going to do the calculations. 10 points every 5 minutes. And how... Oh my god, yeah, that's just already... Yes, I was told this, and Raleigh explained that to me, that you guys will be able to see exactly what you need to do. Okay, so... Okay, cool. I'm glad we're having this conversation. You guys are helpful. Because Raleigh didn't really know about the bits. He didn't really know what was going on there. What is that? How do I do that? Because that's what I was trying to do from the beginning. I wasn't trying to do this crazy, channel point shit. Yeah, I want the channel points, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently. So I'm going to do... Okay. So what... Okay, so... Okay, now you get me going here. Miguel. Because I'm really trying to figure out. So where can I adjust that? Because that's what we were trying to find. So bits is money. So then explain this to me. How much is 1 bit in money? Let's say. Okay, so channel points. Let's see. 10 channel points per 5-minute watch. Okay. Bits. Explain. Go check. Where do I check that though? That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know where that's at. I don't know where that's at. Is it in viewer rewards or... Because that's where the channel points are. 95 bits is $1.99. 95 bits. See, you guys are more helpful than people that have been doing this shit for years. Damn. Well, thank you. So now I just got to figure out where do I do that? Okay. That also makes sense. I just have to figure out where to fucking do that. Because I know a rally was somewhere earlier today. And he found the bits. And then... Yeah, because see, Miguel even used bits already. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You sent them to me. Yeah. So... So, what is this? I click on this. You cannot share in your own channel. Okay, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to figure out where I can find the bits. No, I get it, but I'm trying to figure out where they are in my menu that I can do that. that I can put streaming tools, maybe. No, definitely not. Rewards. No, not in rewards. So when I go on channel points, it goes. No, it's not there. Settings. Affiliate. I think that's where I gotta go. Okay. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so bits tier badges. Is that something that I gotta use? Right. Right. You have to look for monetization. I did see that option earlier somewhere. Where did I see that? Cause here's the I'm now on this page about the bits that for the badges, okay? Which you have that now, Miguel. You have. We got the number 1 there. But yeah, you get that little 1. That's what you get when you get the... No, the badge is already set up. Okay. So it's monetization. I saw this. I saw that word. I just gotta find it. Where it was. Community, maybe? Analytics. Looking at, thinking about earnings. That's monetization. Like, I'm just trying to see. No. That just shows me. This is the payout history. That just shows me too. Okay. Because I saw that word. Where was this? Engagement. Viewers engagement? No. That's not where it's at. Because there's really a lot going on. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff here. I can swear it's an affiliate somewhere. Bits and sharing. See, then it just talks about like the badges. It doesn't talk about any. Let's see. Earnings. Okay, that's where I thought I was though. Yeah, analytics. Oh, earnings. Okay. Subscriptions. Doesn't even say anything about bits on there. View details. No. Nothing about bits there. Nothing about bits. That's my problem. That's what I did. That's what I did all day today. That's why it's weird. Because that's what I did for like, I don't know. That's what I did the other night for about 2 hours. And I did that for about 3 hours today. And including today with my brother. And we could not find this at all. That's why it's really weird. channel. Maybe I'll find, you know, I might find it. I don't know. At some point. I think I just have to find a video on YouTube or whatever that shows me what how to do it. Because I really don't want people to have for people not be able to get readings. I don't want that. You know what I mean? That's not at all the point of what I'm trying to do. So yeah, it's so really weird when I'm like in affiliate and I'm in bits and cheering. There's only literally 3 different things for bits. And it's only for the cheering, and then it's only for the badges. And it's like, okay, I understand the badge thing, you know, but I don't understand where's the other bits that you can make. Because I talked to this one person. I had watched him in the past set all his stuff up. And he literally was doing the bits in front of my face. I watched him do it. And the other day he's talking about he has no idea what I'm talking about. I'm like, dude, I watched you do it. It exists. It's somewhere. And it's like, I don't know how he does not remember that he was doing it. It's really weird. And I cannot, for the life of me, find anything about bits now. It's so stupid. Because, like, I can go into my bits emote, and I can see how many bits it takes for these special emotes. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. I think I may have found it. Guys. Woohoo! Thank you for your help. If I found it. If not, then I'm not thankful for your help. I'm just kidding. I'm still thankful. Nope. Oh, see, this is about the badges. That's so strange. Yeah, and that's all about the emotes. I did all of that. Already. That's all what I needed to know. That I already did. Yep, I did that. So I'm This is so weird. Doesn't even say anything, not even in the Twitch explanation thing here. Frequently asked questions, I guess it is. Or partner program or whatever. Oh, partner? No, but that shouldn't be, no. Dashboard. Okay, hit to. Sorry I'm doing that now, guys, but whatever. We don't have to do that now, but I'm just talking. You know. Who's that person there with the burning building? That's so funny. I love that shit. I'm just glad I made it. I guess I'll find it out. You know, I'll find it out at some point. I guess, you know. I'll just have to Weird that they would make it so difficult to find, though. God, what the hell? But anyway. I'll work more on that later. Luckily, I don't have to work tomorrow. So, but thank you guys for helping already. So I can know now what the channel points are. So I'm definitely gonna change that. But I'm gonna look at the bits first. I gotta figure out the bits because that's what I wanted to do from the very beginning. That was my whole thing. I was like, okay, I just want people to spend bits and that's how they're gonna get readings. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't hide my money. No, it's not about that. Because that's the whole problem. I want to make this good, and I want to make this a nice experience for everybody. You know, I don't want to be unfair and be like, oh, you're gonna have to have. But I can already know that the numbers I have right now are just, they're unfathomable. You know what I mean? So I have to change that. But it's fine. All a work in progress. So I'm going to go on there. I'm going to go on the YouTube later, on the YouTube. And I'm going to find a video, because they have, you know, you can find the videos. And I'm going to find a video on how to do badges. Or bits. Cheers to you, too. You know, I did think about buying myself some beer today, but I was like, nah. But sometimes it's nice to drink a beer, you know? Whenever you put that... Okay. So anyway, like, no. It was me. It was me, you know? And one of the pizza cooks is walking around here, and he's like looking, and he's like, I'm like, what are you gonna tell on me or what? Because I think he's a little bit sneaky like that. I said I dropped a plate. It was a paper thin tiny bread plate, and I dropped it, and it shattered into like a million little pieces, and everybody thought it was my coworker Brittany, because I guess it happened to her the other day, and then and she reacted when this happened. She was like, "Oh no," or something, and then the cooks were like, "You did it again, Brittany? You just did that the other day." She's like, "No." I was like, "No, it was me." And the other cook comes out there, Ramon comes out there, and he's like looking around. I'm like, Ramon, what? What, you gonna tell me? You gonna tell my boss? You gonna tell our boss or what? And it was so funny because he looked at me, and it's like, don't think I don't know. Don't think I don't know what goes on here and who talks what and all that shit. I say nothing. I hear everything. And it was so funny because he's like, yeah, I am. And I'm like, whatever, man. I said, if it says China on my paycheck, it wasn't a vacation. I use that one all the time. I love that one. I love that joke. When I told my boss's wife that joke the first time, she laughed so hard. She looked at me, she's like, what? And she laughed so hard. She's like, I've never heard this before. That's hilarious. Oh, God. Yeah, I know. I know. It's good. Gives me time. Gives me a moment. I'm gonna set my keyword up better. Oh yeah, that's right. Subscribers don't get commercials, ads. So you can still hear me and see me, Miguel. Oh, what? What are you doing on that? Not really. I mean, yeah, I'm always tired. I can always sleep, but then as soon as I lay in bed, I no longer can sleep. Yeah, I don't know what you heard, what you heard there, Promethean, but it was funny because I was just like sitting here and just staring and like just, and then I realized, wait a minute, Miguel subscribed to me. He can hear me still and he can see me still, because subscribers don't get ads, you know. So subscribe, people. Oh, God, that is so annoying. No, but what I was saying is when I drop this plate after everything, then Ramon comes around the corner and looks around like this. And I'm like, what are you going to do, Ramon? You going to tell on me? Or what? He's like, yeah, maybe. And I was like, oh, no, for me, I wasn't. I was talking to, like, other people, lurkers or non-lurkers, whatever. Subscribe to me, people. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to fix all that shit. Oh my God, dude. I thought I had it all. That's why I didn't stream in the first place the last 2 days, because I wanted to get everything in order first and have everything correct. And now it turns out nothing's correct and everything is fucked up, and I'm pissed about it. But anyway, then the joke was, I said, that's okay. If it says China on my paycheck, it wasn't a vacation. And I was saying that when I first told my boss's wife the joke, she laughed so hard. She said, I've never heard this before. And I'm like, that's good, isn't it? Ah, shit. Yeah. I cannot trust anybody. Never trust anybody. You can't. You cannot. You know how people always say, like, I trust you until you fuck up. I am like kind of the opposite. I'm the type of person that's like, I won't trust you until you prove yourself in some way to me. And I'm not going to force it on you, but, things will occur between me and the other person, be it a friend or whatever. And there will be tests, and that the reaction of, like, how does my friend react to these tests? What do they do? That will show me whether I can trust them or not. You know what I mean? That's how it should be. Until I see you actively validating that I can trust you, then I don't trust you. That's it. There's a tiny spider climbing. Oh my God, why are you here? Please leave. Oh my God, no. Oh my God. He's so tiny. See, when they're like this tiny, I'm not. But I love all animals and I can never kill them. I cannot kill them. But I need help. When there's spiders, I need somebody to put the glass over it and bring them outside. Yeah, but see, no, I can't. Because I have to be on guard. Because the percentage of people that has just shown me in my life that I cannot trust and shouldn't trust is just completely outweighing. Like, the scale is completely crashed on the one side. You know what I mean? It's like there's no way. You have to show me. And of course, in return, I will show you. Always. Always. If there's one thing, I am the most loyal friend that you will ever have in your life. I will do terrible, terrible things to protect my friends. I will never snitch on my friends. I will never break their trust. If they are indeed true friends, which is very rare. I have literally freaking... What do I got? I got fucking... At the most... 3. Okay, let's say. Okay. I think I have 5 real friends, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about 3 of the 5. So I have 2 that I know for certain are my friends. That's not even true. No, that's not true. I got And I no, it's not. It's not true. It's not true. I believe that I have one true friend. I believe that I know for a fact that I have one person, exactly, that I have one person that I can 100% trust in that sense, that I know is really an actual friend to me. What a friend is, like a friend that's concerned, a friend that I can trust to keep things that I tell them that I don't want, other people to know. Somebody that spends time talking to me. One. And then I have three that are like, I think they're friends, but we have not really yet been put in this position per se. You know what I mean? But it's also like one of these things where you can, like, me and that one friend that I have, we have not been necessarily put in a position like that either, but I just know I didn't have to be put in this position. With the other ones, it's different. There's still some little things where I'm like, I don't know. So when the time comes with them, then I can know. With my one true friend, I don't even need this to happen, because I know. And it sucks because, coming from, we used to be a huge family when I was a kid. Even my brother remembers that. On my mom's side, on my dad's side, everybody coming together for birthdays, for everything. My mom, like I said many times before, my mom was the glue. She kept all the family together. My dad's Serbian family, our German family, we were all together, and she was always the one. And so at these times, and we had the parents and the aunts and the uncles and the cousins, and at these times, friendships weren't really the topic, because we had the family. But I also had, of course, my school friends and stuff. But it was weird because I'm confused about myself and I don't know what to think about it. But my friends in Germany that I had, even when I was a kid, they were always there. They went through stuff with me and everything, and they were around for years, that never changed. So I was just like, these are my true friends. But as soon as I moved away, and at first I didn't move to the U.S., I moved to a town 3 hours northeast of where I lived, and already contact completely broken off with all of these friends. Now, even when I left elementary school to go to high school, all my elementary school friends, that was gone. It was gone. There were no more friends. So it's like, I always said in the beginning when I first moved to U.S., it's like, oh, the Americans don't know what true friendship means, blah, 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 blah. But when I really think about it, it was the same with my German friends. The only reason why they were around is because we lived in the same town. And then even, like I said, when I switched schools, I wasn't even talking to these old friends anymore. So sometimes I deluded myself in sense, right? To try to make sense on why are people in this country acting in such a different way, in my own interpretation that they're acting in a different way. But it wasn't a different way. It was just faster. Things just happened faster here. You made a friend here. You had a friend here, a good friend that you saw all the time, everything that for a year, and then suddenly they don't speak to you anymore. So in Germany, it was just different because it lasted longer, but then they stopped talking to you. And I was never that person. And because I guess that has nothing to do with the country now that I realize this, but it has something to do probably more with generation, because my parents had friends for 30, 25 years. But then again, it's not true either, because when we moved here, none of my mother's friends spoke to her anymore, except for maybe one. After 25, 30 years of friendship, nobody. That was it. So I guess it depends on the individual. It depends on the individual. And for me, it's just so hard because in the last few months, I actually picked up contact with 3 people that I hadn't spoken to in years. all of them years. Like, one person was like 2 years or so that I hadn't spoken to. The other person was 8 years, and the other person was 12 years. It was literally like these tiers. And every single one of these people said to me, what made you contact me? And it's just like, I felt almost hurt at that question. I felt hurt with every single one of them at that question, because it's like, what do you think? What made me contact you? I thought about you. That's what made me contact you. And then, of course, ultimately, then you get into talking with these people, and then it's like, whatever happened between us. And none of these people, anything bad even happened. But it's just circumstances, life happens, whatever. But it was unnecessary. It was unnecessary that this contact was no longer intact, right? And I knew that, and that's why I was like, I can fix this. Like, why am I not in contact with this person? I love this person. This person was awesome. This person is awesome. So I need to talk to this person, so I'm going to contact them. And they treated it as this whole, like, ordeal. The one person immediately went to, okay, now, let me just add that they're all male, okay? Which, now that's really American, honestly, because in Germany I never fucking had this issue. I could be hanging out with my friend Angelo in my house by myself while my boyfriend is at school, and my boyfriend comes over right after school. Like, there's no issue. Even as we got older, as we progressed, there was never that shit isn't happening. There's more respect involved. Like, men are not just drooling and trying to get in women's pants all the time. They are respectful. If they know the woman has somebody, they don't do it, especially when they're friends. It's different. There's a line, and that line is not going to be crossed. Okay, that's just how we are in Europe. It's different. Here in America, there is no lines. There's no thresholds. Everybody will fuck everybody. Everybody will just do whatever. I have to say, that is really the experience I've made. So anyway, the first one was, you got to know I have 2 children now. Okay, that's great. What? And then he said, what do you want? What are you expecting from me? And I'm like, what am I expecting of you? I am not expecting anything. And then he eased up a little bit and was like, oh, well, I hope you're doing well, blah, blah. And then that was it. I never heard again, and it was just kind of like, let's just get it out of the way. And I felt awkward then, and I thought to myself, wow. And the way even he talked to me, it was very like, no etiquette. He was very just like rude, really, in a way, and I was like, wow, we haven't talked in 12 years. We were best friends. We spent every day together, and that's how you want to treat me. I'm like, okay, I think this was a mistake. Contacting you was a mistake, but I got some closure, I guess, because I was thinking about you, and I was making sure that you were okay. That was my thought. I didn't want anything. He treated me like somebody that always wanted stuff. It was never like that. Let me read real quick. Yeah, that over-sexualization. Exactly. That's it. Yeah, I guess... No, I hadn't seen him in 12 years. I hadn't spoken to the guy in 12 years. We hadn't even been on the same continent in 12 years. From Germany. Him. And me here. For the last 16 years. You know what I mean? So anyway, that was that encounter. That really ended real quick. I'm kind of traumatized by it. I'm not going to lie. I did that to myself. But in the long run, it'll be good. Because I have closure. I have closure. And that's really all I wanted. Because we had no closure. He just stopped talking to me at some point. He just like cut me off and was like, it's better if we not talk anymore. And it was like, why though? We're best friends. What the fuck? And so I got closure. Which it is something that I just have to work on. The other guy... there were just things, not super bad things or anything, but just like contact needed to be kind of like, not be there. So, but things had changed, for him and myself, and I knew things had changed for him. Constantly. He asked me the same thing. But he was very like, oh my God, I'm so happy you're talking to me. I can't believe you're contact. I tried to text you and didn't get a response. I think it was an old phone number, which I realized, all that stuff. Perfectly fine conversation for like an hour, texting back and forth. Yeah, I'm so glad we have so much to talk about, and I'm so glad that you're doing so good with your stream. And it was so great to talk to this person, because this person was in my life a very short time, but he made me laugh. We had a blast. We had a fucking blast. And he was good to me. He was like a friend to me. He was a good friend to me for the short time. He was respectful toward me, and we laughed, and we just a good person, just a great person. And ended the conversation with, I just gotta go to work for a few hours, but I'll text you back as soon as I get out of work. I'm so looking forward to talking to you. Never heard from him again. Never heard from him again. That was a month ago. Never. I didn't text him at all, because I was like, okay. So the first 2 days I was like, is this for real? Like, what the fuck is that? Third day I was like, this is bullshit. And then fourth day I was finally like, okay, I have to let this go. Obviously this guy was full of shit or something. I called that one. I did? I called that he wasn't going to talk to me again? Dude, I can probably find that in our messages. That I said that. Yeah. So I did say that then. I did say that he wasn't going to talk to me again. Why? Why? Because, okay, we can think about... Because you know, Promethean, what happened there, right? Kind of. If you can kind of recall, it's a little, But, that person is not a person that holds grudges. That ain't it. I mean, at least that's not how he... That is not what I think that he is at all. That is not a person that holds grudges in any way. So this whole thing about, what we talked about, the whole thing of him just doing that just to be like, hi, fuck you too, I don't think that's it. Now, a girlfriend saying, why are you talking to this girl? Because, again, in America, it's like a thing. You can't even talk to other girls. Vice versa. Can't talk to other men when you're a woman. It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking immature and childish. I hate that shit. Now, that could be very well. But that's also not somebody that he's like. That is not how he is. He would look at his girl and be like, man, come on. Like... We're friends. Don't worry about it. And he would move along. You know what I mean? And then the other person, that was actually not so bad. Because most of them really don't. Miguel, honestly. I cannot be around a man without... immediately sexualizing me. And it's easy to tell. Like, you guys give yourself away because you probably don't... Most of you probably don't care. I'm not talking about you specifically, but I'm talking about in general. What I've experienced is that immediately I can know that I'm being looked at as a sexual object. Not as not as an equal. As an equal person to you. Like the man looks at me immediately, and immediately the first recognition of the fact that I'm a female. And it's like, acknowledge my gender again and I will fuck you in the ass. Little boys. Immature. It's immature. And trust me, I've met women too. I've met women that will, but they're straight up turn into that same kind of thing and look at me. Men, they're only good for one thing. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, I don't give a shit about them. Fuck them, Literally, and that's all I do. I don't care. I'm like, okay. I can also not be in that, because that's also not me. Exactly. Well, there's other ways. Look at kids. Kids is like, what is this conversation? But anyway, so the third guy it was a good idea. Okay, I think it turned out to be a good idea because we just kind of met each other and knew. Because now in 8 years or so that we hadn't talked, much has changed. His career path has changed. Now my career path changed. I'm not, he was always a musician and I was never a musician, and then I became a musician. He hadn't even been there for that transition. So a lot to talk about, new approaches, talking about old stuff too. How he would feel, how I would treat him sometimes, vice versa. Really good. And we still talk, every couple of days or so. We text back and forth, and we talked on the phone, and it's fine, and it's totally cool. But the other two, I have no idea what happened there. I am not. Just text me on my messenger because I'm not sure now what I was saying. Well, there's only one of the three that I'm still in contact with. Because the one thought that I wanted something from him and had to just make sure he told me he had 2 children now, which is like, okay, I okay, great, good for you. Like, why are you saying that? I wanted to chat. I wanted to have a chat with you and talk to you and reminisce on old times and freaking, And then one of his last things was, and I'm so sorry about Claudia, my mom. And it's like, wow, that was heartfelt. She looked at you as a second son, and that's your reaction to my mom's passing is, I'm so sorry about Claudia. And it's like, I know I sent you that email when that first happened, and you probably read it and didn't even respond to it then. Like, I am so sad and, like, nostalgic about things that I will ignore shit that people do to me when I already know that they're pieces of shit just so I can, I don't know, relight a friendship or something. It's so fucked up. It's fucked up. Yeah, and then so that was super disappointing, because he was my best friend when we were teenagers, and he went through thick and thin. He visited me in America 2 times. The only person, well, except for one other person, but that happened years later. But the only one out of all my friends that I left behind that actually came over to see me here in the U.S. because I couldn't go back home. I'm not allowed to, like, legally, to leave the country without catching a 10-year ban from this country, right? So it's like, okay, after all of that shit, it was very disappointing. And Kendra was around for this. Kendra knew. I broke down a little bit. I was like, dude, I cannot believe that the first reaction is, what are you expecting of me, when I'm asking, like, if you're doing okay, if you're safe. I had a dream about you where something happened, and I'm trying to reach out to you. I've been, not to mention that I had been trying to reach him for years. Probably once a year I try to contact him, and I never got a response. And then suddenly I get a response. Suddenly. When I text him the last time, suddenly I get a response. No, that means you got all my other things that I sent you to. All my other emails you received. You just decided now to respond to this particular email. And that already makes you a piece of shit right there. Because my mother died in 2016. And I contacted you immediately after that happened. And my mother loved that guy. She loved him. And all he had to say to me at the time, nothing. And then freaking 7 years later, I'm sorry about Claudia. Oh, cool. That's cool. Yeah, pretty much like that. Fuck you want. Yeah. And then the other guy, just, like you said, Promethean, ghosted. Straight up ghosted. Talking about, I'm so happy to hear from you. I can't believe, blah, 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 blah. Nothing. Again. A month. This is a month. And I'm not gonna, because this is where I have to, like, do the beep beep timeout, right? Because when I was a younger adult, teenager, whatever, I'd be the one texting, what's up? And that's where my mother one day said, like, don't do that. Don't do that. They said they were going to text you. If they're not going to text you, that means they didn't think about you. Either that, or to text you, or they don't want to text you. So don't run after them. You're just wasting your fucking time. Or my mother wouldn't use that term, but she would say, you're wasting your time. Don't do it. If they tell you to text you, they text you. And if they don't, then leave it alone. Don't chase anybody. Don't run after anybody. And that's exactly it. Trust me, I sit behind that freaking keyboard for a while and be like, what the fuck was this shit all about? Why did you contact me? Or why did we talk and then suddenly you say you're not talking to me anymore? But that's exactly then, if the case is clear for this person that they ghosted me, that they purposely ghosted me, then that means that now I'm just making myself look ridiculous while they're sitting there saying, ha, see? Hey, she cares. I don't want that. No. Cold as ice. So, Wild, or Mr. Wild, Mr. Weird, dude, I swear, I am like that sometimes, I guess. And actually, recently, I find myself wanting to be more at peace than anything else. Okay, Promethean. I'ma do me. Yeah, and that's the mentality. That's the mentality I have. Because because I always try to... Because it's like... Oh. Yeah, I can get that too. No, but it's just, I don't know, man. It's just so fucking stupid. Because I put myself in the position always of others. That's what I always try to do. When I get in my head like this and I try to analyze, because I analyze, or overanalyze. I do that. My mother always warned me of this too. She said, analyzing, okay, but overanalyzing, you can destroy things by overanalyzing them. Don't do it. You can destroy friendships. You can destroy relationships. True. And I try not to do that. But I do it to a limited degree where it's not, like, excessive. And I think to myself, his last words were, I will text you when I get off of work, looking forward to talking to you. If I sent that to somebody, you best believe that when I get out of work, maybe not immediately as I walk out of the restaurant, but, I get out of work, go home, take my shower, do what I need to do, take care of my animals, do what I need to do. Once I have my time where I sit down, I watch TV or something, then I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. I gotta talk to so-and-so. And then I'm texting. Because that's what I said I was gonna do. Why would you tell me that you're gonna do something and then you're not gonna do it at all? Like, not even just a day later, but you're just not talking to me now at all. What? And these are the things that made me think, like, did his phone maybe fall into a water or something? Fell in water? Or he broke it? Or, like, what happened, dude? What happened to you? Did you really think you were going to hurt my feelings? Because, yeah, it hurt my feelings at first, but now I'm just confused about it. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just like, I don't get it. And, and that's what always causes me to have a hard time to move on, because if I don't understand something, if I don't have closure, it drives me crazy. I need to know. I need to know. I don't care what it is. Like, you did something, like, just tell me. Please just tell me, because I cannot sit here and not know. That's the worst. The unknowing part is the worst. That's so funny. I as soon as I read Miguel, I was like, uh oh. Yeah, Kenjin. Well, he doesn't know that you know. So, come on now. But yeah, I just don't get it. I'm not that person. Oh, wait a minute. The one's mother-in-law passed. I can read that. Promethean. Who was that again? No. That's a whole nother person. But, okay, so that's funny that you would bring him up because that's the guy that's friends with the other guy that I hadn't spoken to for 8 years because they're friends together. And I hadn't spoken to neither one of them for 8 years. But they remained friends throughout this time, okay? Which is already fucking fishy, too. But I am giving them another chance, both of them, because I love them both. Right? That's just how I am. Everybody needs a second chance. A second chance. 2, dos, dve, or dva, zwei. Nothing more. No más. Dos, no más. So, now I talked to both of them now. But they have this... Now listen to this shit. Guys, let's do Gossip Girl up in here. Let's really do this gossiping shit. You guys are going to get totally confused because I'm confused about it myself. But it's so hilarious. It's this immaturity and this weird energy between these two. So, drama. It is such drama. You know all about it, Kenja, what I'm about to talk about. But, I lost my second chance. Whatever, bro. I'm just kidding. Okay, so... Are they gonna watch me? Doesn't matter. Nobody knows who I am, so nobody knows who's they're gonna be. Dana and Neil are their names. Oh. Hopefully not. Throw a blanket on them. That was always my mom's secret trick when the dogs fought. Because they get immediately confused. So, Dana and Neil. Dana was my neighbor. Dana was my neighbor in the trailer park, okay? And I loved that guy, right? He was like my big brother. He's like 15, 20 years older than me or some shit like that. So he was awesome. We just met one day, whatever, on the road, and he likes to drink a beer, and my mother liked to drink a beer. So he'd sometimes come to the trailer, drink a beer with my mom. I'd go to his trailer, drink a beer with him. Never any kind of romantic relationship whatsoever, and it was never the case, ever. But we hung out, it was what it was. We had a good time. And because we hung out so much, we'd go out drinking, right? We'd go to the bars, we'd hit the bars. And he would get, yeah. Okay, so we'd hit the bars. So we'd get a cab, and because he kind of, he had money. Money was not an objective. So, because I'd tell him, Dana, I'm broke. I don't have it. Don't worry about it. I got it. I'm like, no, I don't want to do this. No, I got it. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Okay, let's go. So we'd go. And so we would take cabs all the time. We'd take cabs a lot, going back and forth. And so one day, Dana comes home from friggin' drinking. He's up at 6 a.m, knocking on our trailer. I'm like, Dana, I'm fucking sleepy. He's like, man, I'm still up drinking. Let's go. I met somebody. I want to introduce you. He just took me home. He's a cab driver, right? And I'm like, okay. I go down there, and he introduces me to this cab driver named Neil. Okay, and I'm like, okay. So they totally hit it off because Neil's a bass player and Dana is a drummer. So they just instantly hit it off, right? And it's just like, so now Neil becomes part of the crew and we hang out. Okay? So it's really great and everything is cool. And we just have a blast. Like nothing ever wrong. It's just fun. To me, That is what I remember. It was fun. It was always fun. So then I started working at this place. And there's this girl that starts working with me. And her name is Heather. Her name is Heather. And as soon as I meet Heather, and I had known Dana and Neil already. Well, I had known Dana already for a couple of years. And I had just known Neil for a few months or so. Maybe a year or so. So immediately I meet this girl, Heather, at my work. And she's older than me too. And as soon as I meet her, I'm like, dude, Dana would love her. Dana was always trying to find a girl. You know, it was hard for him because, you know, his mentality, he's a musician. You know, he's just kind of like different than other people. He's not the you know, normal guy or whatever. But so wasn't she. So I introduced the two, Heather and Dana, and immediately, like, together, everything, right? I'm like, I'm the $1 million matchmaker, right? I'm like happy as shit. I'm thinking this is all fucking awesome, right? To me, this is like a huge family now. We got a family, and this is great. This is my new family, Heather, Dana, and Neil. It's all so great. But then shit started happening, and the drama started happening. And this is when these things started occurring where fucking... Well... Now, suddenly, it starts to occur that Heather wants to talk about, oh, Dana, Dana, you have the hots for Dragana. You cannot hang out with her anymore. I don't want you to hang out with her anymore. Or she may have not demanded it of him. I don't know. But he stops hanging out with me. They stop inviting me down to the trailer. When Neil and Dana are hanging out, they stop inviting me. It's becoming very clear that there's a problem, that Heather has a problem with me. And I had no interest in her guy. There was nothing like that going on, right? So it was like shit. So that's it. I always would try to still contact Neil and Dana, but it was just like, they weren't really reciprocating it. And I was like, one day I just gave up. I gave up. I stopped. I said, okay, they don't want... Because I can see Neil's truck down there. Neil's hanging out. I can see Neil down there hanging out with Dana. And nobody wants me to be there? Nobody wants me to be there. Okay. Nobody wants me there. If I'm not wanted, I'm not wanted. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Of course, it'll sadden you, but they could have just said that. They could have just straight up said that to me. That would have been better because I spent 8 years thinking about these assholes and not understanding what the fuck and why they did that to me. They were my only friends. You never know. You never know. I don't know. But so what occurred is that I thought about these guys for years still. In that case, I guess I'm the man. I'm going to assume, so gatekeep the man from growing even bigger character or something. Well, I don't know. But, oh, she was gatekeeping him. Okay, got you. But I don't know, though. But I don't know because they are grown-ass men. They can make their own decisions, right? Especially Neil. Neil had nothing to do with that. Why did he not talk to me? Why did he not speak to me? Thank you. But so, okay, so I want to just wrap this up. I don't want to make this all night thing about the story. So end of stories. I thought about them throughout the years, and I looked for them. Well, not for Dana, because I left him alone, because I was like, okay, if this is really a thing between him and Heather where they're having issues, because I'm just going to leave him alone, because I don't want to be part of bringing them misery. You know, I don't want her to be, if she really is so adamant about it, then I'm just going to leave them be, you know, whatever. Let them be happy together, and they have happiness. I'm not going to interfere, you know, even trying to be a friend. I'm not going to do it. So I always did try to search for Neil, though. And finally, I found Neil's contact and contacted him. And he contacted me back. And we started picking this up. And we started talking again and shit. And then weird shit started happening where Suddenly, a few months into, or not even a few months, just like a couple weeks or so into me and Neil talking again, who's calling me on my Facebook Messenger? Dana. After 8 years or so. Calls me on my Messenger suddenly in the middle of the night. I'm like, what is that? Pick up the phone, and it's like we never stopped. We left off where we talked on the phone for 4 hours or so. Finding out that Heather had passed away 2 years prior. So 2 years ago or so, Heather passed away. So now I had already known that from Neil. Neil had told me about this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly, Promethean. That's the guy, Dana. That's the guy. So, now, and at that point now, I am in contact, at that point then, which is like a few months ago, I'm now officially back in contact with both of these guys. But here's what's weird. Here's where it gets so weird. Because Dana knew that I had been texting with Neil. He knew that, okay? But Dana, and I told Neil that Dana had contacted me. But Dana supposedly said to Neil, supposedly, this is what Neil tells me, that he wanted nothing to do with me. That he had the literal words were, he had no desire to ever speak to me again. Okay? That's what Neil's telling me. So then Neil tells me also that he thinks that Dana doesn't want Neil to be friends with me. And that he doesn't get it. And I'm like, okay, because he doesn't want to be friends with you. So why does he care if I'm friends with you? Blah, 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 blah. Is this confusing already for you guys? Because it's already confusing for me to tell you guys about this. So, and now I find myself, now, I say nothing. Now, when I speak to them, now, the one night, Neil got so crazy on the phone talking some mad shit, talking about, I want to beat his ass, fuck him, and then resulting into saying, no, calling me by my name, by my, the close people call me by another name, right? Call me by that name and saying, you need to say something. You need to say something to him. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not sure I know what that word means, Caddy. But it's like, why are you telling me to say something to him? He's making me now feel all like, oh my God, like, what the fuck? It's this bad. It's this bad. And at the same time, he'll say, oh, I'm just a laid-back stoner. I will beat his ass. I'm like, well, which one is it? You want to knock his teeth out, or you're a laid-back stoner? Because you can't be both. That just doesn't work. That's just my opinion. Oh, yeah. No, the drama. I said this at work the other day. Oh, my God. No offense, guys, again, but it's so hard. But the men that are, like, in my physical vicinity, and I'm not talking about necessarily once in my house, but I'm talking about outside of my house, in my physical vicinity, it's literally like they all sleep in drama queen-size beds. I'm like, I cannot believe it. When I hear them talk and how they act, I'm like, whoever said that the women were the bad ones? I don't get it. Because men are 10 times worse. 10 times worse. So anyway, so now I'm sitting here on the phone totally confused. I'm like, I don't know what to say to him, Neil. I don't know what to say. Well, you need to nip this in the bud, Jen. You need to say something to him. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I really should say. Like, I feel like this is like, and I just kind of try to weird way because it was so confusing for me. So much like, why? When if you feel so strongly about it, you tell him. Cause he really told me how much he dislikes Dana and how much Dana does that he thinks is so like what are these words where somebody's like really arrogant towards another what do you say these words shit fucking language barrier when somebody thinks they're like better. No, when they like think they're like better, and they talk about stuff that I think it starts with a C, and they like talk about stuff like damn it. Like he's above him. Like he's above him, and he talks like he's above him. Conceited, like he's no, that's not the word though, but it is a little bit like conceited and also like condescending. That's the word. Neil wants to talk about he's so condescending and he pretends to be somebody that he isn't and and all that shit, right? And I'm just on the phone and I'm just thinking and I'm really second guessing myself and in my head going all these pictures of Dana and I throughout the years, right? Going just like choo 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 and how he acted and interacted with me and I'm just like trying to like a computer, like can I see something that can resemble what Neil is saying right now? Were there signs in the past that Dana was like this? And I cannot see any signs. Like even still sitting here right now, going through the same motion in my head again, I don't see it. I don't see all that shit. The opposite, actually. Actually, Dana, one of his first things out of his mouth on the phone was he was apologizing. He was apologizing to me. He was like, dude, and he was like, and I'm really sorry about, like, the stuff that I said. Because there were some things that he said that I found out he said that I didn't believe he said, but he did say them. Apparently, because he apologized for those things, and he said, I said some things, and and how everything went, and I didn't talk to you, and all that stuff, and I really hope you can forgive me, and that was what he was saying to me. What's brain damage? I have brain damage? Maybe, but anyway, so it was like, okay, so now Neil never. Neil always just like blamed me. He doesn't do that so much now, but in the beginning when we first started talking again, he was talking about how, you always just kind of acted like you thought you were better than me, and da-da-da. Really weirdly enough, now that I'm actually speaking out loud, the same thing that he says about Dana acting with him like. So there's like a I don't know. So there's like a reoccurring theme there now out of Neil's mouth. See, I knew, and it was so funny because when we're on the phone too, he keeps on saying, I have noticed like, because I have become such an observer of things and people around me and how they act over the years that I can tell certain like characteristics and mannerisms and certain things that occur. Almost like a psychologist does. Like they look out for these key points, right? So I can know one thing is when somebody repeats something all the time, where they bring that same thing up all the time. Where, for instance, the one thing that Neil brings up all the time that really bothers me, because I can tell, yeah, because he'll keep on saying, and I jam with other people. Dana's not the only person that I jam with. I jam with other people. He always talk about how he jams with other people. He plays music with other people, not just Dana. He plays music with other people. He'll say that like frequently, every like 30 minutes, every 45 minutes, he'll say, you know, and I jam with other people when we talk about that specific topic, right? And it's like, are you really though? Because a lot of these people that do that shit, they do that to try to make you believe something that's actually not true. To get a picture, for you to build a picture of them that is untrue picture, right? So the other thing was also always this thing where like I said, he always talks about how Dana did this and Dana is condescending and da 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 da, and I am, you know, and I treated him in such and such a way too. So it's kind of like, and it's like, what was your reason for not talking to me for 8 years? Oh, because you said that I acted like I'm better than you. I never did that. I never fucking did that. And always this weird thing about, I'm just a laid back stoner, man. I don't know why you guys are all like that. I want to bust his teeth out. I want to bust his teeth out. What? I thought you were a laid back stoner. Which one is it? It's confusing. So this whole shit is confusing. So you know what I have stopped doing? I talk to both of them, and I don't talk about, like, I don't cross that. Because Dana had shit to say, of course, about Neil too, but not even close to how shitty Neil talked about Dana. Dana was like, you know, Neil psychoanalyzes people. He psychoanalyzes people and da-da. And again, now when I'm speaking this out loud, I'm like, dude, yeah, he does. Because he psychoanalyzes me. Talking about I'm doing something that I'm not doing. And that's shit, that is around me, though. That is around me. Men around me always think I'm doing something or I'm thinking some fucking weird way that I'm not thinking. All the time. I guess it is not so common anymore to just be straightforward. Whatever I say is exactly what I mean when I say it. You know what I mean? There's no underlying fucking, I don't know, but this whole situation is so stupid. But I like, you know, I just talk to them both because, you know, they're good people to talk to, and we were friends, and I really cared about these guys, and we had such a blast. And maybe they never cared about me at all. Maybe they don't even care about me now. But Neil reaches out to me, and Dana reaches out to me too. So I'm just like, okay, good. You know, that means they're thinking about me. That means they want to talk to me. So I'm talking back to them. There's nothing wrong with that. Because it just, things just don't add up when Neil talks about, oh, I jam with other people. But Dana is telling me, oh, you know how he is. He's a hermit. He doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't talk to anybody. I mean, I believe it. I fucking believe him. I believe Dana. I just believe him. And I have my problems with believing Neil. Because really, when it comes down to it, there was this obvious thing that Dana and Heather and I was a problem to them. It was obvious. But what was the real problem with Neil? There was no problem. There was no problem. He is probably the one that was saying he doesn't want anything to do with me. I don't know. But it is annoying, and yeah, so, but yeah, so this is the disaster, the disaster I find myself in. I want to be friends with certain people, and I love them, and you know, I wish they were close to me, but nobody's close to me. It's like, what do I do wrong? I always think about that though, you know, because it's like, it's got to be me. If the whole world is like that, it's got to be me. But whatever. It is what it is. Okay, guys, so you know what? I've been on here now for 2.5 hours, and I still gotta figure out this bit thing, and it's already 10:43. So I think I'm gonna go so I can do this, because tomorrow when I stream, I want to have everything in order. I want to figure out that bit thing, so I'm gonna do some research now. What the fuck is that? Oh. You guys hearing this? I didn't click that. Oh, maybe because I put my book on there? Maybe. Wait a minute. What the fuck did I just do here? Oh, okay, that's it. I'm good. Oh, thank you so much for being my first subscriber, Miguel. I know I talked so much stuff, but that's because nobody can make enough channel points. I have to adjust that. I have to make adjustments there, and I really want to do that, and I'm gonna do that as soon as I get off here. I'm gonna do that, and I want to say again, thank you so much. Thank you, Miguel, for being my first subscriber. That's awesome. That is so cool, and I'm like so excited about it, and. Yeah, weird. It's weird. But, and thank you, Promethean, for being here, being, my moderator as usual. Thank you, Kenjin, for coming. Thank you, Faith. I'm going to be fixing some stuff. I don't know if you're still watching. Thank you, Mr. Weird. Thank you, Cheese Leaf. Thank you, Emily, for giving me all this information on that stuff. And I'm going to be adjusting some things here, and I'm going to have this in better shape tomorrow, okay? Because I can't have it like this where nobody can have a reading. They have to watch me 60 hours to get a reading. I'm going to fix some stuff, okay? So I hope that'll be that you guys will be here tomorrow. And yeah, I'm going to go, guys. And thank you all for coming. And again, thank you, Miguel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tschüss, zdravo, and bye.